Yeah, The Gentleman. What a fun flick, huh?
Hi Matthew, how are you? Wow, it's so nice, this opportunity to talk to you. Thank you so much. I have many questions for you. I hope you have patience and time to answer. So let's start. Well, let's talk about The Gentleman. In this movie, you are the biggest weed dealer in the UK that wants to retire. What can you tell us about your role? What was it that attracted you to play this character?
Yeah, The Gentleman. What a fun flick, huh? Guy Ritchie, and how good is Hugh Grant in it? I just wanted to play the heavy. I'd never really played the heavy sort of mob boss, the big lion on the Serengeti, who was going to defend my territory and my wife. I just never played the heavy. Plus, I wanted to play this kind of role in a Guy Ritchie movie, which was going to have a wink and it was going to have certain inbred comedy to it. And I knew it could be colorful and a lot of fun because Guy Ritchie's dialogue and films are that way. Really, I just wanted to play the heavy.
Yeah, nice. Well, all the casts are amazing and the plot is very exciting. It reminded me of the best of Guy Ritchie, like Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch. So it seems like Ritchie is returning to what he does best. Crime comedy, violent, clever, and very funny. Am I right?
Yeah, well, The Gentleman does remind me of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and also Snatch. Yeah. Those smaller, quirky, independent films that Guy made earlier in his career. Then he went off and he's also made some very large Hollywood feature productions. But this script felt like that world that I wanted to work with Guy Ritchie in. That world where you have these very idiosyncratic characters in these sort of hyper-realized situations and worlds that these people live in. That heightened reality with the kind of characters that Guy writes, that's the reason I wanted to do The Gentleman. And yet it is very much, it is a callback sort of to his Lock, Stock, and Snatch days.
Yeah. And what was it like being on set with this dream team cast and being directed by Guy Ritchie?
Wow, surprising every single day. I've never worked with a director who rewrites scenes so thoroughly on the day of shooting.
Wow.
On the day of shooting.
Really?
And I was quite frustrated at the beginning because I'm an actor who goes and works on his lines and studies and prepares for a scene. So then to show up and have the whole scene just sort of gutted open, and the director's just calling out new lines and we're writing new lines 10 minutes before we're about to shoot, started off frustrating. But what I quickly noticed is Guy Ritchie's rewrites on the day, 90% of the time are better than what was written.
Good.
So because so much of the time, 90% of the time, the rewrites were better, or I felt they were better, I decided to go with it. And just, you have to be very nimble and adaptable to work with Guy Ritchie and be on your toes. Because his real genius, I believe, in writing comes on the day, in the moment. He doesn't know how to write today, yesterday. He knows how to write today, right now. And he's very much, his genius is in the moment, on the set. That's when he gets inspired, does his best work.
Wow, it's so nice to know about all this process on set. Very nice. Well, one of the aspects that always draws my attention on Guy Ritchie's movies is the wardrobe. It's always so fashionable, and this time it's not different. What do you think about the costumes? Did you keep any of the suits or something? How much are you interested in fashion, especially you being married with Camila Alves, one of the biggest models of our time?
Yeah, the wardrobe and The Gentleman, right? They speak for themselves. That was some of the fun of this, to really look sharp. Now, Guy Ritchie has a very discerning eye, a very fashionable eye. I took his lead most of the time when it came to my suits and little details of cuffs and lengths and cuts. He has a very good eye for that. I loved wearing all the suits. And yes, I brought almost every one of them home. Maybe I wasn't supposed to, but
Nice.
I didn't ask permission. They're in my closet. I still wear them often.
You are completely right. I would do the same. Well, actually, one of the characteristics of your work, for me, of course, is that your characters always have a kind of a charm. Even in characters like in Dallas Buyers Club, you are always charming, I could say, in a perfect way. But I was wondering, how is Matthew McConaughey at home, as a husband, as a father? Can you tell us?
I think I'm usually pretty fun at home. I mean, we're a very disciplined family. We have a lot of rules, but we have a lot of fun. We sing a lot. I sing a lot. I hum a lot. I whistle a lot. We joke a lot.
Cute.
You must have a sense of humor in the McConaughey-Alves household. Yes, sense of humor is mandatory in our household.
Yeah, you're right. Life is nothing without sense of humor. Well, Matthew, I always read as well that you are one of the true sweethearts in the industry, in acting community. Are you aware that people say that? I mean, it must be very flattering to be recognized as a nice person, especially in this world. Why do you think people see you like that?
I understand I'm well respected in the film industry. I mean, I've always had a reputation as someone who is always about the work. I've always worked hard, and in my years of learning what I'm doing, I've learned how to work right as well. When I'm on set from the beginning till the time I say goodbye, it's all about the work. Now that doesn't mean we can't have fun, but It's all about the work, the creating on the day, in the moment. And so my work ethic sort of got ahead of me and would introduce me, and I got a reputation in the industry of someone who's always prepared, someone who collaborates well, and is a really hard worker and shows up ready, shows up with his talent and ready to work. That's what I love to do. I really love working. I love creating on the day.
Sure.
So yeah, that reputation's probably preceded me, which is nice.